Today's lesson, Levi's third lesson, we concentrated on learning to turn Jack's body and keep good contact with his mouth while at the trot. So at the beginning of this video, Levi is trying to get Jack to go into a nice, even, smooth, good rhythm trot in order to start working him on turning. So you get him into a nice trot right here. You're going up the line and you're going to turn at the cone and then come down the center line where I have 4 cones down the center line, and you're going to start weaving in and out of the cones and working on keeping Jack at a trot, which there, boop, oh, he kind of knocked over the cone. So that's okay. You just keep going. Get him going at a nice smooth trot like you're doing right here. That looks really good. And just weave in and out of these cones up the center line and get the feel for what it's like, what it feels like to use your body to turn Jack instead of using your reins to turn Jack. So there's a lot going on, a lot to think about right now, and you're trying to keep your good contact on Jack's mouth. And then right here, that's a really nice turn, and it's totally fine to do weaving out in a big arc instead of doing a tight weave around the cones. I really wanted you to do big sweep turns through the cones so that it would give you time to think about your next move and get your body in position so that you can tell Jack what to do. And then as you get better at turning Jack, then we'll make the weaving a shorter, tighter exercise. But for right now, doing these very long, slow sweeping weaves through the cones is exactly what I asked you to do, and you did a very good job of that. And as you practiced it and got more into it, you really were using your shoulders and popping that outside hip as you went into your turn to make Jack go into a nice banana-shaped turn where his body is actually curved like a banana to go around those cones. And that's the goal. That's what you want to do. So right here, I'm telling you to go to the far cone and then go out toward the hills a little bit more so that you can line Jack up to come down the center line straight. It's really hard to keep Jack straight. We talked about that. He is a horse that likes to drift. You have to keep your legs firm on him as you come to the cones so that he'll go straight. You're keeping him at a good even trot, and as you turn, you're getting better and better about using your shoulders and popping your hip out to the outside to turn him. And as you see, he started to walk right there because it's hard to keep Jack's momentum going. He's a very slow trotter. So you have to keep your legs tight on him. You can do little clucking noises. You can go walk or trot on Jack, and that'll keep his momentum going. And you did a nice little turn around that cone. Now your elbows, you see right there where your elbows were out, you had a little bit of chicken wings going on there. So again, in this lesson, we're learning how to tuck our elbows into our side, how to keep a straight line from Jack's mouth through the rein all the way to your elbow. And then nice turn right there with your shoulder. But then you see you look down there. That was another thing that we worked on and talked about in this lesson, is that you need to learn how to not look down and not look at Jack when you're riding. You need to look through his ears and look at where you're going. Look straight ahead. If you look where you're going, that body motion will actually help Jack understand that that's the way you want to go, is to go the way that your eyes are pointing. So always look ahead at where you're going and keep your elbows tucked in, nice straight line from Jack's mouth to your through your elbow, and we keep our legs on Jack at all times because you have to keep him going. He's really difficult to keep going. So you squeeze your legs, looks through his ears, look at where you're going, use your body to turn him. Now he's giving you a little problem right here. Look at him acting up and being sassy with you right here. You did a really good job of correcting him, not letting him get away with that. And you put him back on the straight line. So now we're done weaving cones. I said, let's not do the weaving right now because he's being irritable. So you trot down the line, get that even trot back in, rethink about getting your elbows tucked in, getting that straight line, that good contact with his mouth, toes up, heels down, and now you're coming down to that center line to weave the cones one more time. And look at that good trot that you have there. That was a good turn. That was a nice sweeping turn that had good form. Let's see if you can do it again. That again is another good turn. And then you're going to get over to your mom and you do a really nice halt. And you did a great job, Levi. Really good lesson. Only 3 lessons in and you're doing so well. Good job, Levi. I'm proud of you. We'll see you next week.